Hi, this is me in general, also known as NeoJesus to some people, and this is gonna be my birthday special Q&A. So, Syntheria asks, what's your favorite distro slash what's the distro that you have enjoyed the most? I think most people already know this, but my all-time favorite distro is gonna be Gentoo, because yeah, Gentoo. I'm a package maintainer for Guru, and yeah, so Gentoo. By the way, this video is unscripted. It's not scripted, and I didn't know about the questions beforehand, nor did I plan the answers, so yeah. Iverius asks, what do you think about TempleOS? I think that TempleOS, it was a really good project. I think if Terry was Terry A. Davis, I think if he was if he got the limelight more and didn't have serious mental health issues, I think that maybe TempleOS would have been a much bigger name than it is now. Cause goddamn, it was a not a distro, it was a fully fledged operating system from scratch, not using the Linux kernel, not using any kernel made by Holy C. I think Terry A. Davis deserved more. I think TempleOS deserved more. And already there are forks and people have made a fully fledged game engine. Not a fully fledged. I think I saw Mutahar from Some Ordinary Gamers talking about that in one of his videos. So, Zeal operating system, ZealOS, yeah. I haven't personally used any of them. I do plan to, but yeah, I think TempleOS deserved more, and I think its creator, Terry A. Davis, deserved more. Cool Kid, my boy, asks, if you had to pick a distro to remove off the face of the planet, what would it be? Nix. Yeah, Nix. I think that Nix as a idea was really good, but its execution is utter dog shit. I know that it's meant to be reproducible and it's meant to be declarative, reproducible, yada yada yada. But for the sake of reproducibility, it also doesn't like to give that many flexibilities, if you know what I mean. And I actually use Nix because I know what I'm talking about. I actually use Nix. It didn't really fuck with my use case. It was fucking around with me a lot. I was literally fighting the distro. And later, I just switched to Bash. Because Bash is fucking great. Bash, not an operating system, but I just ported the stuff that I was using in Nix to a whole mono repo style structure to Project Shiftbox. You can actually check it out in GitHub. So yeah, it also runs on Gentoo. The current supported distros are Gentoo and Arch. I do plan to support more distros soon. It's not for people, by the way. It's not for your normal people. It has all of my configs predefined and install scripts and yada yada yada. I don't recommend people to use it, but you can learn from it and see how you can make really good declarative stuff. Anyways, next asks a lot of questions. So at first, yeah, they ask top or bottom. So top or bottom? I don't know, man. I don't know where these fuckers come from. Top or anyways. now for the viewers, I know for a fact that Nix is not a minor. I know them. So here's my answer. How about you fucking DM me and find out, baby? Why do you use Gentoo? The second question. I think I use Gentoo because it's elegant, you know what I mean? It's a really great distro and it's built for people like me. When you use Gentoo, you're not just using a normal ass distro. Most people that use Gentoo at some point, they try to contribute stuff themselves. And I think it's one of the most strongest point of Gentoo. You can be anyone and you can learn how to contribute to packages. You can learn how to package stuff yourself. You can learn how to bump packages, version bumps. So yeah, not just that, Gentoo's package manager portage, even if it's written in Python, which I don't really like, but like it's really elegant. The distro, it's really elegant if you know what I mean. The package manager is great. The use flags are great. Like most people ask me, hey, you use a lot of binary packages, you use a lot of bin packages. Then what's the point of using Gentoo? The point of using Gentoo is there are a lot of points, but use flags. Use flags, yeah, most of the time they may require you to, you know, if you need to get the 100% of use flags, if you need to use the 100% of use flags, most people would like to build packages from source. But even if you don't build a lot of packages and install a lot of binary packages, still you can benefit a lot from use flags. So yeah, my last answer for this would be Gentoo as a Linux distro is built to be elegant, it's built to be contributed, and it's really open to contributors. You know, I tried to make some Arch packages, and oh my god, the stuff was absolutely horrible. Like the docs, they were, oh god, if you try to make some packages from Arch, I don't know what the fuck the documentation people are doing. Like, yes, I know that I myself should contribute, but I don't even know how to make packages for Arch. Like, I have read the docs and it's utter dog shit. It's utter dog shit. Whereas Gentoo, cause holy shit, Gentoo is like, they will write you the 13 commandments. It's like, it's really well documented. So yeah, that's why Gentoo. What's the origin of your name? So I use two names most of the time. First of all, it's in general. Second of all, it's NeoJesus. So let me tell you the story about the first one. So when I was a kid, if you see the previous YouTube videos, like my really old videos, you're gonna see that I'm playing Minecraft and stuff like that. I thought about making a YouTube channel that would be, it would have a lot of different types of videos, you know. In generally, it would have a really like a lot of different types of videos, you know, like maybe some videos about gaming, some about music, blah blah blah. Yeah, I think that was the reason why my name was in general items, and later I just switched it to in general. And then the second name, NeoJesus, is, I think it was in the Ginger server. I think it's called CLI Cafe. I don't hang around there anymore. You know, nothing that much problematic. But anyways, so back in the Ginger server, I think I made a bot. A bot as in, if you have played around, if you use Discord, you probably have heard about Plural Kits. There's also Tupperbox. So yeah, I think I made a bot called the Neovim God or something like that. Then because I was like really fast, like I'm a Neovim guy and I'm obsessed with it, and that's why I was telling people how to use Neovim. I was giving them, you know, tutorials, yada yada yada, this and that. I would give them help, Neovim support, and then I became the Neovim God, and then I named myself to NeoJesus. So that was fun. It was like a, imaginary fun cult-like thing. But yeah, that's the backstory of in general, and that's the backstory of NeoJesus. So the next question is, how'd you get good at regex? See, if you let me tell you the backstory of how did I get into regex. Before I got into Linux, Neovim, and all that stuff, uh, I used to work in 3D. I'm not that much good at it, but I used to work with 3D stuff, and then eventually, because I tried to do a lot of Blender and I got into Sheepit, then tried to do a lot of scripting, then I tried to learn Python, and for that I took the CS50P course, Harvard CS50P. Then on the one of their lessons, there was this thing about regex. Now, if you personally know me, you would know that I like to twist words a lot, and I'm mostly good at words. I can twist people's words, I can do that, this, that. It's not a good habit, but sometimes it can help you out a ton. So, I'm also good at pattern matching. I think the stuff with regex is not just a problem solving language thing that you sometimes use in a programming language. Regex is more like a lifestyle. You need to think about patterns. You need to see at the world and see the patterns around it and find how you can decipher those patterns. Regex doesn't good thing about getting good with regex is applying the core ideas to everywhere. Like, what is regex? Regex is just a pattern matching syntax shit. So when I write programs, I think like, I'm writing this long ass program or a long ass script. I think there's some redundancy here. So I'm noticing patterns, and when I notice patterns, I make a UNL function to avoid the redundancy, stuff like that. So how do you get good at regex? You practice it. You practice a lot, and you just don't think about regex as this way to, a way to pattern match, but you think about regex as more as a lifestyle, and I think that's how you get good at regex. So holy shit, that was a lot. Reed asks me, how do you study and what's the method? I don't actually. I dropped out. Sorry to be a bore, but yeah, I dropped out, and that's how I do my academic studies. If you actually asked me how did I learn, I think I would give you a different answer. And how I learn is I just work under pressure. Like, if I have internet, I'm just gonna be doing, watch a lot of YouTube videos, do this, do that, make some videos. But when I actually don't have an internet, I think that's when I force myself to learn the stuff. Programming language, for example. And the thing about learning something is that you also need to use it regularly. You need to also be a practitioner of that thing that you're learning about. So when I was getting started with Neovim, I just nuked Visual Studio Code. I just nuked everything, and yeah, that's for Neovim. When I started with Bash, I just tried to use Bash for everything, and that's how I learned stuff. Practicing, a lot of practicing. Clanker asks, favorite programming language and a programming language you want to purge from the face of this planet. Favorite programming language. Cool Kid also says that I can't say Bash. So fuck you, bitch. Anyways, favorite programming language. The only thing I know are a bit of C, Bash. Yes, Bash is a programming language, by the way, and I don't give a fuck if you think otherwise. And Bash, Lua, Python a bit, but I fucking hate Python. I think my all-time favorite for now would be Lua. I am learning Rust at the moment, and I think I probably would do a lot of Rust stuff in the future, but I don't know. For now, it's Lua. And the programming language I want to purge from the face of this planet. That's a hard question. I don't really hate any programming languages. Like Python, yes, I do hate Python a lot, but do I want to purge it from the face of this planet? I don't think so, because it's a really good language if you're, getting into programming. It's a really good language for kids that are trying to get into programming and stuff. So I don't know the answer to the second question. So sorry. My favorite programming language is, for now, it's Lua, and the language I hate the most is Python. But do I want it to be purged from the face of this planet? I don't think so. Darius asks, what do you think about the best text editor? It's Emacs, by the way. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you and fuck your whole generation. Fuck your whole fuck your ancestors, and fuck the ancestors of your ancestors. Anyways, what do I think about the best text editor? It's Neovim. I think Neovim is great. And okay, all jokes aside, I have tried out Emacs once upon a time, and it was utter dog shit experience. And I don't think I'm ever gonna be using Emacs ever again. And it was horrible. It was horrible. Ball of Sunshine, also known as Native Shades, asked me, would you rather use Ubuntu or sleep outside for one night? The thing is, brother, that I have slept outside for, lots of nights, so it's not that much of a problem for me. So yeah, sleep outside for one night. The coding night asks a few questions. The first question is, what's your primary OS? Currently it's Arch, but I also use Gentoo in a remote VM. The VM runs in a remote server that has a Xeon, so I can do my Gentoo dev stuff. I really like Gentoo. The primary reason that I use Arch in main is because my CPU is really bad, and the system is really bad, and my current situation is also really bad, and I don't get the time. I don't have the time to compile stuff for 8, 12, 24 hours, because there would be either power outages or some other stuff, etc, etc, etc. Yeah, for now it's Arch. Later I think it's gonna move to Gentoo, because I am currently working on making binary packages, or maybe a bin package host. I don't know. Are you gonna try C one day, or even assembly, not C++ though? Yes, I'm not gonna use C++. I don't like object-oriented programming languages, and yeah, C++ isn't for me. I can't work with classes. I don't know if my brain thinks differently. When I see classes, it gets all clouded up. It's not like I'm a big Haskell fan, no. The fully functional programming languages like Nix or Haskell, I can't work with them too, but I can work with, normal imperative programming languages like C or Python or Bash or Lua, stuff like that. So I am trying C, by the way. I have learned C. I have learned about pointers a bit, but I'm not that much experienced in C. For example, I have not learned about structs or this or that. So yeah, I do know the basic, the very basic stuff of C, or even assembly. Yes, the thing is, I want to do kernel development at some point. So yeah, I will try to learn C, like really learn C, and also assembly. Not at the moment. Why did you make Cathedral of NeoJesus? It was because I wanted my friends and me to have a safe community. And by safe, I mean, mostly safe community. And that so that we didn't really have to interact with other Discord Linux server moderators if, we wanted to have a private discussion with ourselves. So yeah, I think that's why I made this server. Also because I'm doing YouTube, and the thing I was doing before I made this Discord server was upload a video, then send it to my best friends, then forward that to 1,000 times. Now I just upload a video, give it to announcements, then forward the message to some Discord servers, and that's about it. And finally, what are your aspirations with the channel, like future goals? Currently, the thing is, I don't like to dream big, like I have dreamt a lot of big dreams in the past, and most of the time, dreams just shatter. And Stelik asks, will you try my Linux distro? Yes, at some point. So Chad, if you don't know about Slick, they have their own Linux distro, and their own Linux package manager is called Pickle Linux, and the package manager is called PKH. So you should try that out a lot. He has been bugging me for a while to, work on it. And the thing is, I'm currently busy with my own stuff, so I haven't been, I'm not able currently to help out with Pickle Linux, but I really want to, because it's written in Lua. So if you're a if you're a Lua dev that has some free time, I urge you to check out Pickle Linux, maybe help out Select. Yeah. What's your dream job? I I don't know if it's a job of some kind, but I would like to contribute more to the FOSS community. You know, maybe become a Neovim dev, like actual Neovim dev that's doing regular commits to the Neovim repo, the main repo. Maybe even become a kernel dev. Help in as many ways as I can, because the FOSS community has helped me out a ton with my shit. And I'd like to give it back. I'd like to return the favor, because I don't forget favors, and I don't forget stuff. So yeah, the FOSS community has helped me, and I just want to try my best to return the favor. What editor would you recommend besides Neovim? Vim. And if you don't like Vim, then use VI. Yes, that's my answer. Rentania asks, why are you gay? Like, but seriously? Serious? Why are you gay? I just remember about I don't know why. It made me laugh. Anyways. So I'm not gay per se, I'm bisexual. But why are you straight, Rentania? Like, I think you told me that you were straight. I think you have told me that. But why are you straight? I'm gay because the same reason you are straight, if that makes any sense. And she also wished me a happy birthday. So thank you, Rain. Ishto asks, is NeoJesus just a title, or do you plan to be crucified in the future? I don't know if I'm into BDSM that much to be, like I would like to be crucified. So yeah, it's just a title. It's just a title. I wouldn't, I wouldn't like to be crucified. Yuvia asks, do you know Basic Edition? Uh, yes, I think I know Basic Editions, Yuvia. Cheese asks, so sorry for the mic, I use a headphone mic. Anyways, Cheese asks, favorite video game? Huh. I think it's gonna be Skyrim. If you check my current game collection that I've organized in Discord, my Discord board, my favorite game is Skyrim, and also stuff like Minecraft. And I'm talking about the games that I've actually played myself and have completed them. So favorite game of all time is gonna be Skyrim. I also like Minecraft, The Walking Dead, Wolf Among Us, Fallout 4. I have played Fallout New Vegas a lot, and I really love it, but I haven't completed it. 100% completion. Steins Gate was fucking based. Witcher 3, holy shit, I have also read the books. I tried to try out Witcher 2, but sadly it doesn't really run properly in my setup. Yeah, I don't know why. Hollow Knight is also fucking based. Deltarune was based, had a really great story. Undertale 2. Silksong, I have played it, then I just got exhausted and didn't really play it, but it was a really good game, and in future I do plan to finish it. The Minecraft story mode, season 1 and 2, all of them were great. Subnautica 1 and 2 was great. And Prince of Persia, The Forgotten Sands was also great. And yeah, that's about it. Dariush asks again, when face reveal, I think I don't know if you know it, but most of my stuff is actually public. Like, I think I even gave my Instagram in the server. So yeah, if you want to know how I look, I think I will put up a picture of me. Maybe not. I don't know. When OnlyFans? Huh. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Because a lot of minors watch the videos, watch my tech videos, and I'm not saying that only doing OnlyFans is bad, but I'm saying that I wouldn't like to do NSFW stuff when I have fan bases who are minors. So yeah, if you know what I mean, that's what I'm talking about. So OnlyFans, probably no. For now, at least. 10,000 Bees asks, do you like macOS? No, I hate Apple and I hate every single thing about it. I hate Apple, like absolutely hate Apple. Dariush asks again, when will you daily drive TempleOS? I don't think I will daily drive it if you know what I mean, because nope, nope, I won't ever. Daily drive TempleOS, maybe not. Not daily drive, but I think I would use it at some point, but not daily drive. Yuvia asks, what brand cigs are your favorite? So, my most favorite cigarette brand will be, I think, I'm not gonna say brands, but more like cigarette flavors. I think Oris Mojito was actually really good. Uh, it used to, they used to sell that in here, and eventually they stopped doing it. I really love that cigarette. Oris Mojito is really good, and Black XOS, not Black XOS, Black as a credit. So Black is also really good. Oris Mojito, Black, and Camel Switch. Camel is also really good. Camel Switch. These blue ones. And most of the stuff are a local spin-off, if I'm thinking correctly. So yeah, I don't know if you're gonna get most of the stuff that I'm talking about in other countries, but you can try. Retro asks, what are your favorite and least favorite things about Bangladesh? Hmm. My favorite okay, let's start with the least favorite things. So the least favorite things, I would say that the homophobia, the transphobia, anti-Semitism, people who can't really, people don't like people, all that hating, all that corruption, all that bullshit, all that trying to fuck everyone over. Yeah, you know what I mean, man. Most people would know what I mean if they're from Bangladesh like me. So yeah, holy shit. And what is my favorite thing about Bangladesh? The food. The food tastes great. It like, you know, we use spices. So yeah, the favorite thing is gonna be the food. The least favorite thing is gonna be everything else. If you could immigrate to any country in the world, given that you had the financial stability to live there, what would it be? I don't know. Maybe it's gonna be Sweden, not US. I'm not going near that. I'm not going near that country. Not US. Not most other countries, but I think Sweden shouldn't be bad. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be that bad because they have like good laws and shit. So I think it's gonna be Sweden. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. What is your favorite animal? Dogs. Dog puppies are fucking cool as fuck. Dogs are cool as fuck. So I don't know. I'm not gonna say the name, but Soup. I'm gonna say that their original Discord name. Soup asks, "What's your main source of income?" I don't have one, and I made a video about it. A video about my financial situation as a fast dev, and yeah. I don't have one currently. I'm trying to do Patreon, you know. So if you would like to help me out, maybe donate a bit. You don't have to, by the way, but yeah. Ish though asks, how are you today? I don't really know, my friend. I don't really know, because I think I'm doing okay-ish, but I ate like a lot of stuff, and that's why I'm burping a lot now. Rose in Crimson asks, Glibc or Musl? I have always used Glibc stuff. I never really fucked around with Musl that much, so I'm gonna pick Glibc for now. But also, I have heard that people have, face problems using Musl, a fully Musl setup. So I don't know. For now, I'm gonna pick Glibc. Favorite material, like favorite material. What kind of question is that? Oh, if you're talking about favorite material, it's gonna be not plastic. I fucking hate plastic. Wood, you know, wood. Favorite material is gonna be wood. Favorite band, System of a Down. System of a Down, they're extremely great, and I have downloaded a lot of songs from them. System of a Down, it's really great. Ball of Sunshine, also known as Native Shaders, also asks, do you like Hackintosh? No, I don't like Apple. And I don't like anything Apple. Flametsu asks, when is your birthday? It's 14th November. Yeah, like right now, as I'm recording this. And when is my birthday? I don't know, Flametsu. I don't think we've talked about it. And yeah, I don't remember dates a lot. When is your birthday? I don't know if Flametsu's birthday. I'm sorry. You should probably tell me your birthday. Also, she later says that I don't remember it. I think I'm stupid. By the way, cut that off. No, I'm not gonna cut that off. You're in the video, Flametsu. Anyways, later she asks, what do you think about the JIT having serious vulnerabilities in runtime when Lua depends mostly on the speed of the JIT compiler to run slightly faster than Lua 5.1? Is the latest version supported? That is the latest version supported. Also, it is really behind the latest version of Lua. So first of all, a lot of questions. First of all, I know that there are open CVEs about Lua JIT, and the thing is, I don't really fucking care. I think if you're doing a security, if you're making something that needs to be heavily secure, you shouldn't use Lua. The main reason I like Lua is because you can embed it and use it as a config language, like how Neovim does, or how Yazi does, or how Pinnacle does, yada yada yada. The thing I like about using Lua, and Lua JIT especially, is because it's fucking fast. And when it's a configuring language, you open up a lot of possibilities, a lot of different possibilities. I don't think you should write something that's mostly based on Lua, a program that uses Lua for like everything. But I think that you should use Lua JIT and Lua for most of the time. If you're making a program that can have a really good config, and making a programming language as its config opens out a lot of different possibilities. Yovia asks, opinion on men. My opinion of men is the same as opinion of women. It's the same as my opinion on non-binary people. They're just people, so I don't really give a fuck. There are shitty people and there are good people. I fuck around with the good people. I don't like shitty people. So I don't care if someone identifies as a man or a woman or a non-binary. I don't care. So my opinion on men is my opinion on everything. I don't care. The Cody Knight asks, why do you live in Bangladesh? I live in Bangladesh because I was born here. Daryush asks, thoughts about crystal. I I think crystals are really good, you know? Would you like to give me a crystal? You know, crystal meth? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Crystal, I think crystals are nice. They look cool. The crystals look cool. And I think crystal meth, I haven't tried it, but I don't know. 10,000 bees asks, thoughts on femboys? As usual, I don't. That's me. Like, they exist. Some of them are cute, some of them are not. Some of them are my type, some of them are not. Like other people. So, yeah. Thoughts on femboys? Meh. I don't. Same as everything else. So that was a lot of recording. Holy shit, I have recorded for like 43 minutes, 48 minutes. That's gonna be all. I need to fucking edit this video. I fucking hate myself.